Governor Stitt, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit here. Just before we started filming, you told me that if you and Governor Moore were sitting here in Washington today and you were in leadership positions on the Hill, you'd probably be able to get this government shutdown solved. So what is your advice right now to your colleagues here in D.C.?
Well, first off, I think you have to go back. I think it's back in 1996, the last time that there was an appropriations bill that was done on time, and it was in Clinton administration the last time we had a balanced budget. So I just encourage us, we have to get back, Congress has to get back to debating and actually passing a budget. I think that's what we have to do at our kitchen tables as Americans. That's what we do as state leaders. We have to live within our means. And it's my understanding this is a clean appropriations bill. It's just continuing the Biden level funding. And we may disagree on this issue, but we need to get government back open. And the Trump administration won the last election. Let's move forward and let's get this thing going. But really the real issue is let's go back and make sure that we are passing a budget and debating how we're spending the taxpayer dollars. And I think that's a really important point that we've kind of glossing over, because right now we're spending $2 trillion over our income. That's unsustainable long term.
Governor Moore, what about you? What do you say to Democrats on the Hill right now as the government is going into its third week of a shutdown?
Yeah, no, I'm in complete agreement, and I think every chief executive would tell you that it is absurd that the federal government is shut down now. I mean, right now what we have people in our states who are working and not getting paid. And we have people in Washington, D.C. who are getting paid and not working. Now, it is so backwards. And there is no reason that our federal government should be shut down because, as Governor Stitt said, this is something that states, we don't have the luxury of just shutting down. Families don't have the luxury of just shutting down. But somehow these folks in Washington think that it's okay. And I think about how absurd it is that we are now talking about, we have people in Washington who are talking about a prerequisite of reopening the government is jacking up premiums by 95%, or in my state, kicking 250,000 people off of healthcare that they rely on. I just came from a roundtable literally just 30 minutes ago of veterans. And it's not lost to me that 1 in 4 federal workers are military veterans who are now suffering the consequences of this. So I could not agree more that for each and every one of us, we believe deeply we've got to reopen the government, we've got to be able to get the work done, and we've got to make sure that we aren't punishing the American people because we want to make sure that we have a government that is open to the American people.